the longer that this series goes, the more stuff that gets introduced. Now, that's, of course, what's going to happen with pretty much any series. And especially a series like Jigokuraku, Hell's Paradise, we're barely learning about this island. At the end of Volume 2, we got introduced to the Hermit Village, and now we know that there are those that were basically born and raised, as well as even further solid concrete proof that an elixir of life does actually exist, but it's being used by a couple of, I'd say, elites. Now, this new character named Hoko, who looks like a bonsai tree kind of person, mentions that there is the middle of the island called Horai. The island split is basically like 3 sectors. Now, I don't remember the other sectors, but I do remember Horai, because I think that is the most important one to remember. And mainly because that one is, well, shrouded in like a very thick fog. Now, we know that Abe Choze and Toma were confronted by one of these beings. Later on, the Sanka girl and her Asaimon are also confronted by one of these beings that live in the middle of the island. They live in Horai. They're referred to as Lord Tensen. Now, I don't know if Lord Tensen's actually a character or if it's what these beings are called. And these beings are just on a whole other level. First of all, they have very high regeneration, but you can eventually kill them. However, it just takes a lot of fucking effort. As we see with Gabimaru versus Zujin. Since Gabimaru, has went through the countless tough ordeals of becoming a ninja, it would reason to stand that he is probably one of the few that could go toe-to-toe with one of these creatures and possibly survive. Now, it reason to stand that even someone like Abe Choze, Abe Choze was able to survive his ordeal against the hermit that he got confronted with. So, yeah. We also finally get to learn the name of the monsters that were introduced in the last volume. They're called Soshin. Now, what was interesting though, that Gabimaru beat up Zujin so badly that it looked like it turned into a Soshin. So it makes me wonder that if they could get these hermits to turn into the Soshin, and then kill the Soshin, would that ultimately kill these superpowered, regenerative, human-looking monstrosities? Or would killing their Soshin form just make them revert back again to another human-esque like form? And because of this, Gabimaru basically learns that he can't, do this whole ordeal by himself. That he's going to need to form alliances. And who does he run into at the end of the volume? None other than that criminal with dragon in his name. Blade Dragon Tamiya, Gantetsusai, and his Asaemon, who I don't quite remember what his name was. Now, even though there's a lot of focus on Gabimaru and Saragiri and all of them, meeting Hoko and Mui, or May, sorry, May, this girl that was born and raised, on this island. There's actually a good chunk of chapters focusing on Nugurai, who is the last surviving member of the Sanka clan, or at least from where she was originally from, and her and whose name is Tenzen. There you go. And so they've been trying to get off the island, but they really can't find a current, or rather, Nugurai can't find a current to lead them off the island. And last time we saw them, they were, middle of the sea on a boat. So I'm guessing they made it back to the island, because now they're on a beach, and they got confronted by the same hermit that would later on be confronting Gabimaru, who I forgot the goddamn name to again. See, that would be Zujin. They're also met with who was once Tenza's, because Tenza isn't really part of the Yamada clan. So, just like Toma, Tenza became part of the Yamada clan much later, which would make sense why his rank is so low. But we get to meet his master, and that is the Asaemon named Shion. Now, Shion actually appears in the first volume, where we see him standing over a dead body. Of course, this was during, I can't remember if it was somebody was talking or it was a narration stating that, in the first hour, a lot of different people would die arriving to the island. And thus we learned that he did in fact kill the criminal that he was in charge of, because she was trying to seduce him. So I believe she was known as the cannibal courtesan. He dispatched of her real fucking quick. And he was technically the saving grace, Tenza and Nurugai's survival of Zujin. But Zujin shows up later on and makes quick fucking work of Shion, kills Tenza, and now Nugurai had left with Shion to survive another day. But I get the feeling Nugurai is going to be one of those she's going to eventually get her revenge. You know what I mean? There's come a time in the story where she's going to do something epic. I can just fucking see it. I can see it now. She's going to do something incredibly epic. And there actually was a very heartwarming moment where, on his deathbed, he was thinking about the future that could have been. And it seemed like he really did take the idea of eventually becoming Nurugai's wife. Nurugai's husband. I got that totally fucked up. So yeah, so a lot of action in this volume, and I like the fact that these hermits are even like, hey, these aren't like the typical humans that keep showing up. These are different fucking humans. And if we don't, quell the situation, we might have some angry, foaming at the mouth dogs coming to bite us in the ass at the end of the day. So this means that even though these hermit guys are like at a whole other level, they are not underestimating the humans that have arrived. And who knows, maybe even more humans will fucking arrive. Like there's a whole subplot of possibly the new head of the Yamada clan is going to be decided on this island. There's a possibility that ninjas from Gabimaru's, village will possibly arrive over here to that island. So it just seems like in every volume, more and more different situations, alliances get created, which makes it for a very, engaging series, to be honest. Alright, so what do you guys think of Jigokuraku Hell's Paradise Volume 3? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. If you'd be so kind to, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification icon. That way you'll know when new videos come out. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Stay blessed.